Our guest today, joining remotely, Jared Willoughby. He's our in-house SEO expert, and he's going to talk to you a little bit about how to optimize that Google listing or Google My Business listing. So from start to finish, how to best fill it out. Jared, why don't you tell us everybody how to do that?
Yep. So the best way to optimize your Google My Business for conversions is to fill everything out as much as you can. You said it before that the one of the biggest mistakes is missing information. And that's just information that is available to the user that they're missing out on, and that could be, um, so many businesses ignore Google My Business and ignore the information that they put in there when they put little effort into it. So it's one of the most important things that you can do to get found in search, especially if you're doing face-to-face businesses. So a lot of people put in one single category, then they drop in their phone number and their website, and then they never touch it again. So to optimize, get into the dashboard and fill out everything that you possibly can. Um,
How many categories are there that people can fill out in there?
there's endless amounts of categories. Yeah, I think it's about five or six that you can put in there, which is a lot. So I mean, if you're a roofer and you also provide siding and gutters and windows, there are categories for that. You don't just have to be a roofer. And how the categories work is if someone is searching for, say, a window installation or a window replacement, that category will pop up in the search results and show that you're a window installation company. Or if they're searching for roofing, they'll show that you're a roofing contractor or siding contractor. Um, so that's how those categories work. So make sure that you have more than just your primary business category listed there. Put in your phone number, your website, and make sure you have UTM tracking on your website, especially for agencies. If you're sometimes mobile traffic doesn't get attributed correctly in analytics, so you want to make sure that you're getting full credit for that traffic from Google My Business. So that helps with UTM tracking. Like you said before, add photos and add them often. That just helps with the search results and getting people to your gallery of photos. Um, there's also adding Q&A section, adding questions into the Q&A section. So you can preload questions and answers from the business owner yourself. So take the questions that you have on your FAQ page, or talk to the people that answer the phone and put those common questions in, and then answer those questions. Um, so when we're talking about conversions, a user can be on your Google My Business listing. They can start typing out a question, and if a similar question has been answered or asked even in the reviews part, Google will autocomplete that answer to the question. So a user doesn't even have to type in a full question before they get that answer, which can make it more likely for someone to click through if you have those answers, and hopefully get a lead out of that.
Jared, what's your take on a company if they run the business out of their home and they don't want to put their home address on their listing? What do you say for those folks?
Yep. So that's considered a service area business. Google you still have to have a address to get verified. So Google knows where you are. It's just not shown to the user on the front end. So you can put in your service areas. There's a service area section, and you can put in, cities all over the place, wherever your service area is. And then what the users see in Google is, a circle or whatever shape it makes of the areas that you serve. And that just that helps the users know, like, okay, they will come to my house, or okay, they're outside of their service area, so I'm not going to contact them.
Yeah. Okay. That's great, Jared. Thanks for all the information. I know years ago, Jared, they used to have the zip codes that you could put in for your service area. Now they've gone away from that. Correct? They don't. Now it's just a radius around your particular your location. How does that work for your service? How big of a service area can you get, or how granular can you get?
Yep. No, you can get as granular as a zip code. They actually took away the radius targeting.
We'll take away the radius. Okay.
Yeah, they took away the radius targeting, so you can get granular to the zip code. But recently they updated that you can only have 20 locations listed. So you want to be strategic in the cities that you are targeting, so that way you're getting the most out of the Google My Business.
Okay.
Um,
And Jared, I had gone through my top 5 list of mistakes that people make. Is there anything that you have seen out there? Because, I mean, a lot of our clients we take over already had someone else create their Google My Business, or maybe the customer did themselves, and then we go in and re-optimize it, right? Are there other things that you're seeing people making mistakes on that bug you, or maybe competitors doing that I didn't mention?
Yeah, so having Google Posts running is one of the best things that you can do for your Google My Business, because it's basically free advertising. And what Google Posts are is they're posts that show up in the carousel below your listing. So you want to make sure you have something that is enticing for someone to click on. You don't want to treat it as just another social channel and post pictures of stuff going around the office. You want to make sure that it's enticing so people can click on it, because typically people aren't going to scroll through a carousel of 15 posts that you posted that week. So you maybe want to have 1, 2, maybe 3 enticing posts, so that way you have a better chance of someone clicking through, because you have that offer, which hopefully would lead to a conversion.
Yeah, so if you're a window contractor and you have a buy 3 get 1 free sale, put that there on that carousel. Yeah,
absolutely. And then getting reviews. A lot of businesses don't like to ask for reviews, but that's one of the biggest things that you can do to optimize for conversions, because a review is a big credibility boost, which could mean you getting that lead over your competition. But not only asking for reviews and getting those reviews, but responding to those reviews, the good and the bad.
perfect. Thanks, Jared. We appreciate it.